How's it going, everyone? A lot of talk around Helldivers 2 still, and a big update has been confirmed, and potentially this feature that has been much requested will be coming in the next patch. We'll talk all about that, and I know most of you guys are here for Helldivers, but since I got you here, I'll let you know about a hotly anticipated, at least it should be hotly anticipated, Xbox title making its way on over to PlayStation 5. We gotta talk a little Hi-Fi Rush. We'll get to that in a little bit. But first of all, Helldivers 2 obviously having issues from a server standpoint. People are logging in and they are squatting on their spot, so to speak, because let's say they get in game. Obviously, sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to get in game. Some people are waiting 5 to 10 minutes and it's super easy. You get right in. Some people get in as quick as 60 seconds and you're in. Even quicker than that. And then other people, I've heard horror stories of people waiting for legitimately over an hour. So if you've been scarred by a wait of over an hour long, you might get into game and be like, hell, I'm not gonna sign off, I'm gonna stay in game. Well, that's not cool for all the other divers that are trying to get in on the action, because there is a server cap of 450,000 and there should be an AFK timer for the game, meaning that if you're away from keyboard, if you have your controller on idle, whatever the case may be, it should kick you after a set amount of time. Whether that timing be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know, but you should be getting kicked after that. I get it. It's hard to get on the game right now, but if you add an AFK timer, that's going to alleviate the issue of now probably legitimately 50,000 to 100,000 people just total shot in the dark, just waiting and chilling, taking up server spot, you know, for people and the divers that actually do want to play. Well, the CEO of Arrowhead did note team is working on it, will probably be in the next patch in regards to an AFK timer and kicking squatters. Now, Helldivers 2 did get a patch yesterday as I'm recording this video, but that patch was for a variety of different fixes. It looks like they did get the issue of the black screen fix, the black screen issue. At least they got that worked on, and again, this patch, this update, I should say, will probably be in the next patch. Don't take that as complete confirmation that it'll be in the next patch, but this is something a lot of people have called for. Hell, I've heard a lot of people call for others to just get into the game and leave it on, and then they're kind of perpetuating the issue of people just logging in. I get it. People trying to play the game. People spend $40 on it. They're not trying to get kicked out of the game. People wanted to sink over 100 hours into the game 2 weeks after release. I get it, but you want to be fair and just to all your divers. Remember, managed democracy. How are we going to get managed democracy if you're taking up server space and people that are trying to dive can't get in? That's an issue, guys, and you can't be doing that. You can't be hogging up server space. Shout out to the one dude in our comments section where people were going crazy about the server space. Just mentioned, hey guys, I logged off. Anyone can take my spot now, and obviously people are coming in and out. As I'm recording this video, Helldivers is at around 350,000 concurrent users on Steam. I just had the page open and I don't have it open anymore, but it was around 350,000. I'm refreshing the page right now. 367,000 is the exact number that is online right now. You might be thinking, hey, 367K, the server cap is 450K. Well, that's 450K across PC as well as PlayStation. So there's a significant amount of players on PlayStation as well, and I think the fact that this game has been available on both platforms just heightened that word of mouth aspect. It heightened the overall dialogue of the game, and it enhanced sales numbers across both platforms. Sony, maybe something to look at, maybe something to consider in terms of releasing your games on PC day and date like you did with Helldivers 2. Obviously, Helldivers 2 is kind of a special case since it is this live servicey game, but I think the same can be true for their single-player titles as well. We'll see if they do ultimately go that route, but Helldivers 2 has just been a colossal success, even outside of the myriad of server issues. It is what it is. Currently, the game is at 110,000 Steam user reviews, 68% positive. You know, with that many Steam user reviews and still selling incredibly well, I'm kind of surprised that it's even been able to continue selling this well. Usually when a game is at mixed, it'll kind of halt in terms of its sales number, but Helldivers 2 is seemingly just getting bigger and bigger, and I kind of scared to think how big this game could potentially be once they get all the once they get all the issues ironed out. And then they're also, remember guys, they're gonna do more content updates, enemies, biomes, and those content updates, they threw out their original plan, and we'll talk about that in a future video, but those content updates are now bigger in scope, and they're expanding the studio as well. The future of Helldivers 2 is looking incredible in terms of what we could potentially get. It's just right now, you know, a little bit pushing the cart before the horse on my part. We got bigger fish to fry in terms of just getting the game at a working state. But nonetheless, there you go. As far as that feature, it will be coming in the next patch. Probably in the next patch, but sometime soon. Do expect that. All right. I know you guys are super excited about Helldivers 2. If that's all you care about, fine. You can click off the video, but if you like good games and you like quirky titles, much like Helldivers 2, Hi-Fi Rush is a game that I think everybody should have on their radar. Helldivers 2, obviously a console exclusive on PS5. Hi-Fi Rush was a console exclusive on Xbox, has been available on PC as well. Well, now it's also coming to PlayStation 5 on March the 19th. And guys, Hi-Fi Rush is an absolutely awesome game done by the fine folk over at Tango Gameworks. Tango Gameworks doing Evil Within, Ghostwire Tokyo, Hi-Fi Rush, in my opinion. Truth be told, I think it's their best game. I liked it more than Ghostwire Tokyo. It's a totally different game than a Ghostwire. It's a totally different game than an Evil Within, but it's a marriage of a music rhythm game with an action title, and if you told me that, I would be like, okay, this seems like some gimmicky title that's not gonna click that well, but let them do what they want. And credit Microsoft in this instance, and I don't know if this game was in the works before Tango was acquired, Bethesda was acquired, but, you know, whatever the deal is, Hi-Fi Rush turned out to be absolutely awesome. A great cast of characters. Chai and 808, I think, is one of the best tandems in gaming, and to think about it, Hi-Fi Rush came out the same week as Forspoken, and Forspoken had Frey and Cuff, and man, they were just an awful tandem. When you look at Chai and 808, that is how a tandem in gaming is done, and the rest of the cast in Hi-Fi Rush is great as well. Gameplay is awesome. And while you can say the main story and the main campaign you can beat rather quickly, bear in mind it was a $30 budget title. There's actually quite a lot of post-game content as well, and they dropped updates and content updates for the game that did extend the game. And if you want to do the post-game content, that'll extend the experience quite a bit. And it was a $30 game. It was baked into Game Pass. Obviously, this time around, it won't be available on Plus Extra or anything like that, but given that it is only $30, man, it's one of the better $30 purchases you can make. Helldivers 2, one of the better $40 purchases you can make. Hi-Fi Rush, one of the better $30 purchases you can make. And let's get more of these budget titles getting greenlit, because guess what? For a Hi-Fi Rush, I don't think the development window took that long. It's a lower budget title, of course, but it was released at 30 bucks, sold really well, received really well, sold really well relatively to expectations, and I think it'll do pretty damn well on PS5. Helldivers 2, to be fair, was in development for a very long time. Let's not get that mistaken. It was also done by a fairly small team, relatively speaking. Arrowhead's not this massive studio, but nonetheless, games that aren't 70 bucks like a Suicide Squad, like a Skull and Bones, not every game can muster up the $70 price tag or can warrant the $70 price tag, and Hi-Fi Rush certainly wouldn't have been received as strongly as it was if it was 70 bucks, but it was 30, and it was a great experience at 30, and I would put it above a lot of the $60 games that came out in the year 2023. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, Helldivers 2, much needed AFK timer, probably will be in the next patch. Team is currently working on it, but it is confirmed and it will be coming here shortly, whether it be in the next patch after, looks to be in the next one. Hi-Fi Rush coming to PS5 on March the 19th. That game is awesome. Take it from me, guys. You know that I'm a little bit critical on games, and sometimes when it comes to games and price points, I tend to be a little bit picky choosy. Hi-Fi Rush was an absolutely awesome game that can't wait for a new audience to finally be able to check this game out, and it's going to be worth the wait. March 19th, great soundtrack in the game, great gameplay, just cannot say enough good things about it, and March 19th for that on PlayStation 5. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.